Around the Ozarks is now on your FM radio. Listen to Around the Ozarks mornings with Grace Gooley as I spotlight local people, stories, and podcasts, all while playing the country legends of the 90s and the hit makers of the 2000s. It's on the Ozarks' best country, 105.1 The Bull. It's time for Around the Ozarks News, brought to you by the Springfield Greene County Park Board, Thompson Sales, Kitchen Land USA, Advanced Car Care, Smouse Brothers, and United Plumbing. Here are your hosts, Ethan and Sarah Foreheads.
Hello, you have got Grace and Blasky again this morning. Grace here. I am the brand manager of Around the Ozarks. Blasky is our jack of all trades. Video producer is really his title, but jack of all trades is like what I like to call him. So,
man of many hats.
Man of many hats. Ethan and Sarah today are traveling because Caroline, their daughter, is in state for swimming because she's a freaking rock star. So good luck to Caroline, and we've got some news for you, so let's get into it.
Do it.
Fire officials are urging residents to avoid outdoor burning as dangerous fire conditions settle across the Ozarks. Spring often brings elevated fire danger, but officials say that recent snowfall has added in some unusual factors this year. Logan Rogersville Fire District Deputy Chief Travis Trent shared that snow introduced nitrogen into the ground, which can contribute to faster moving grass fires once vegetation has dried out. Combined with wind gusts and the humidity levels, fire behavior could intensify quickly. So for now, officials are saying the safest choice is just avoid burning things right now, whenever possible.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I was going to say it was pretty windy yesterday. It was like 35 mile an hour wind gusts.
Yeah.
But they said like a red flag warning till 8 o'clock last night. So just best to avoid if all possible. So, unfortunately, from one fire situation to another, the Springfield Fire Department is reminding the community of the dangers of lithium-ion batteries after crews recently responded to a challenging lithium-ion battery fire at a local shipping company. Now, the department hazmat team arrived to find that the battery bank was still burning after several fire extinguishers have been used but failed to extinguish the flames, unfortunately. So the officials said that the fire involving the lithium batteries can reignite and burn at extremely high temperatures if not handled with specialized equipment. So the firefighters did deploy a specialized lithium battery fire blanket to extinguish the fire. Now, authorities are urging residents and businesses to follow manufacturer safety guidelines when charging, storing, or servicing lithium-ion battery systems. So we saw those fires in Kansas City, last year at the Tesla dealership? And I remember here that was one of the big issues as well, was those batteries, they just burn so hot. So be careful.
So, moral of the story today, just stay away from fire. Nobody light anything on fire. Fire bad. That's the news, guys. Fire bad. Done.
Bye.
CoxHealth has announced a new quarterly free educational series designed to support and inform the community about heart health. The series will teach lessons on blood pressure, including what the numbers mean and how to keep them in a healthy range, as well as lessons and stories from physicians, emergency service professionals, and people who have experienced health hardships before. So make sure you check out CoxHealth's website to figure out more about that.
Absolutely. Mm-hmm. Organizers of the Springfield Greene County African American Heritage Trail, which recognizes historical events and locations in the Springfield area, announced a marker ceremony for the Kentwood Hall Trail marker. Now, it's going to be the 11th marker on the Springfield Greene County African American Heritage Trail. Now, the Kentwood Hall Trail marker is going to signify its role in the desegregation of public accommodations here in Springfield. Now, the marker ceremony is scheduled for February 26th at 4 p.m. It's going to be at Kentwood Hall at Missouri State University and is the second on the Missouri State University campus. So, again, that's coming up here February 26th. It's pretty cool.
That is very cool. And speaking of other things that are very cool, Springfield native and singer-songwriter Guinevere Goodwin, billed by the local music scene as Springfield's country music sweetheart, which if you haven't heard her before, just a little side note, she's done a Ghostlight session with the Gilloys. Right. She's one of those voices that, like, you know, when you hear somebody and you're like, your voice is older than you are. Like, you know what I mean? Like that's what kind of she does.
Like classic or timeless feel to it a little bit. Yeah.
That's what she has for sure. So she recently submitted an entry for this year's nationwide competition and internet era's biggest breakout stages called NPR's Music's Tiny Desk Contest. So you may have heard NPR's Tiny Desk Concerts.
Right.
They're doing a contest to basically get your own concert. Okay. So, she submitted her original song, Time Can Tell. She was backed by a coalition of local and regional sponsors with the effort, she says, aiming to uplift the Ozarks region. So if she wins, the prize package includes her own Tiny Desk concert, of course, following the footsteps of Chappell Roan. She did one of those. A feature on NPR's All Things Considered, and a headlining spot on NPR's Music's national tour in 2026. So it would be a really huge deal if she wins that. So we're
absolutely. I know in the past we've had an opportunity or two to maybe have her come through and help us out with things on the Bull, and hopefully we'll get a chance to do something with her in the future. But that's incredible. So best luck to her, and hopefully, again, another big artist coming out of Springfield. That's pretty cool.
Yeah.
Now the Springfield Springfield Training Baseball, is actually here in this season. The St. Louis Cardinals have a brand new home, and it's going to be 102.1 The One. So no longer on 105.1 The Bull. It's going to be moving over to 102.1 The One, and that is the area's new sports station from Midwest Family Marketing. And then we're going to be broadcasting those games every single spring training game, along with all the St. Louis Cardinals regular season games. So this is also going to include the comprehensive pregame and postgame coverage. So everything you got on the Bull, you're not going to be able to catch at 102.1 The One. So check it out. I think the first game is actually this Saturday.
Yeah, tomorrow. I think so. And if you're a sports fan, like, they have got everything. So if you are a Blues fan, they got the St. Louis Blues on 102.1 The One. Right. They've got NFL, which of course that's over for right now. But when that kicks back up, you can listen to Monday Night Football, Sunday Night Football, Thursday Night Football, and they have the Jim Rome Show. And so there's just a lot of good stuff over there. If you're a sports fan, you need to tune in to 102.1 The One. And we got some big ol' events happening this weekend. The Sertoma Chili Cook-Off, the annual fundraising event benefiting the Boys and Girls Clubs of Springfield, is this Saturday, tomorrow, the 21st, at the Springfield Expo Center. The Chili Cook-Off features dozens of area businesses serving a wide variety of chili recipes that attendees can sample as well as vote on. And you can also have a bunch of live bands that you can enjoy. I can't remember. Is it the mixtapes that are this? I shouldn't have tried to say who's playing tomorrow.
Mixtape, 70 Funk. There's a Nirvana tribute band that's going to be there as well. So I think there's like a total of 11 bands all throughout the day. Something close like that. So doors open up at 11 o'clock.
Yeah.
Springfield Expo Center. So yeah, that is going to be huge.
It's going to be huge for sure. If you've never been to a Sertoma event, either Chili Cook-Off or Wingapalooza, literally just plan to spend the whole day there. It's just a party, and you can eat, and there's music, and it's just the best of all of it. So plus, highly recommend going.
The Boys and Girls Club of Springfield, too, so it's all for like a great cause. So win-win across the board. Well, you can actually make it a packed weekend this weekend, because also going on tonight as well as tomorrow is going to be the Brines Bull Riding National, and it's happening at the Ozark Empire Fairgrounds at the Wilson Logistics Arena. Now, attendees can expect to watch the top-ranked bulls and world-class bull riders all put on a high-energy production with the edge-of-your-seat action for a showdown you don't want to miss out on. So, again, that is happening tonight as well as tomorrow, Ozark Empire Fairgrounds. So you can go tonight, then go to Chili Cook-Off tomorrow, and then wrap up your Saturday night with some more bull riding. Make a whole weekend out of it. Why not?
Yeah, and another event, because there's so many, and if you need something, there's no excuse to not do anything this weekend. Because if you check out,
you can't say that you're going to be bored this weekend.
Absolutely. Check out our Around the Ozarks calendar at our website. And something else that's happening Saturday, the Springfield Greene County Park Board is hosting another free public skate session on Saturday, February 21st, which is tomorrow at Bright Speed Ice Park, which I might take them up on that, because all ages are welcome, no registration required, and the ice skate rentals and admission is included. And I am the most uncoordinated person in the entire world. I don't know, like you have not seen me skate, because I haven't skated since I was like 6 years old. But I'm
like a baby deer learning to walk. Is that what it's like?
Literally, and it doesn't matter how many times I try. That's something my brain does not do. And Nicolette Zangara, who has joined me on Community Corner before, she's amazing. She's one of those people that you can watch. She's actually a trainer out there at the ice park, and it's like, how do you just look like a gazelle? Like, how are you so that is not me. I'm not.
Some of us are graceful. Some of us are awkward. You just
My name's Grace, and I'm the least graceful person you'll ever meet. So.
Sometimes it happens that way. That's just life's little funny games.
All right. Well, yes, there are plenty of events happening this weekend. And so that's just a few. If you need to check out more, we've got a ton more at our website, aroundtheozarks.com. And that's what we got for you. So Ethan and Sarah will be back together again finally on Monday. So be rooting for Caroline, and we will see you guys next week.
See you later.
It's time for Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather, brought to you by Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubaugh Chevrolet. Here's your host, meteorologist Abby Dyer.
Good morning, friends. Happy Friday. It is February 20th, and it's kind of a rude awakening out there this morning. We've got temperatures back into the 20s, but it's feeling like the teens this morning when you factor in the wind chill. Cold front coming through is going to bring us back to normal for this time of the year. We've been living in the 70s. High temperatures have been way above average. It's been warm out. You didn't even need a jacket the last couple of days in the afternoon hours. Today, it's a different story with temperatures starting out in the 20s. But as I said, it feels more like the teens. So make sure you bundle up this morning. Winter coat, hat, gloves, all of that stuff necessary again, because we've got a cooler forecast in play today. Cooler conditions today with increasing clouds as we head through the afternoon hours. We're starting off with a sunny sky, but clouds will gradually build. There's even a small chance for rain tonight, but high temperatures will make it to the upper 40s and low 50s across the region today. Better chance for rain tonight is going to exist to our south, primarily in the boot heel of Missouri down into portions of Arkansas with the actual front itself. But there's about a 20 to 30% chance for a few light rain showers that happen later this evening for us. Rain chance remains very low tonight and through the weekend. It's not looking great. I don't think we have any of that winter weather that was at one point in the forecast for a couple of flakes mixing in with the cold rain. Yeah, it's kind of dissolved. We lost the moisture. It's going to miss us to the south, which means we'll have a drier weekend in play for us and some sunshine to enjoy both Saturday and Sunday. Even though we have the cooler temperatures in place, it's not a bad weekend. We have high temperatures in the upper 40s and low 50s, sunshine in the forecast both days. And it is going to be a pleasant afternoon for sure across the Ozarks on Saturday, even cooler on Sunday with highs likely topping out in the upper 40s then. We also have the cold temperatures in place for the overnight hours, and that's what's really going to make it feel like February again. Today's a good example of that with feels like temperatures in the teens. We're going to get down chilly again several nights in the forecast region, so I do expect some cold overnight lows for the weekend forecast. High temperatures today, I have numbers making their way to the low 50s in Springfield. I think we would be lucky to hit 50 on Saturday, and it's a similar story on Sunday. Some on Sunday will only see 30s for highs. That's up in our northern counties, closer to the 40s here in the Springfield region, and a few lucky folks may make it to 50 by Sunday afternoon. It will remain chilly for the start of next work week with cooler than normal temperatures in place for Monday, but I do see a rebound of the 60-degree weather. That happens again by the middle of next week. Around the country, it's still active across the country. We've got winter storms spreading snow, ice, and sleet from the Central Plains to the Great Lakes and the Northeast for this weekend. And it's still active out on the West Coast. I know you've probably seen some of the national news headlines, including the snowfall and the heavy snowfall for the Sierra Nevadas. That continues today, as well as some lower elevation rainfall for our friends out west. So they would like to turn the spigot off, and we would like to turn it on here in the Midwest, where we are still experiencing drought conditions. All right, it's time for the Around the Ozarks Wake Up Weather Brain Twister trivia question for the day. What is technically the largest desert in the world? And the options that I gave you were A, the Sahara, B, the Gobi, C, the Antarctic, or D, the Arabian. The answer is maybe not what you think. It is the Antarctic. You don't think of that being a desert most of the time, but it does fit the qualifications and technically is the largest desert in the world. So congrats if C was your guess. All right, here's the next chance to win the Wake Up Weather trivia question. I'll have the answer on Monday morning. Which animal has fingerprints so similar to humans that they could theoretically confuse crime scene investigators? Do you think it is A, the koala, B, the chimpanzee, C, the giant panda, or D, the raccoon? Which one of those has fingerprints so similar to humans that in theory they could confuse crime scene investigators? You could let me know your guess. That's at the website. It's aroundtheozarks.com. Make sure you prepare for the cooler weather, not only today, but it's here to stay for the weekend forecast. I'll be back to chat with you first thing on Monday morning. Have a fantastic weekend, and a big thanks to our sponsors: Command Family Medicine, Heating and Air Paramedics, The Trailer Ranch, Hewitt Messenger, and Taylor Grubach Chevrolet. We'll catch you again first thing next week.